Hi, I'm Charlie Mae Westbrook from Craft Beer Online, and I'm here today at the Moa headquarters with Josh Scott. He's the founder and executive brewer of Moa Brewing Company. How are you, Josh?
Yeah, very good. Very nice to be here.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Josh, I've got a bit of a soft spot for all the Moa beers. I've tried these, probably well over 6 years ago now, and it always impressed me how you go to a fine restaurant and they open it up for you and it's got a cork in it. And I thought, wow, this is just like fine wine. And then, you give it a taste and the aroma just hits you and you're like, wow, this is actually, if anything, better than fine wine because it's also a lot milder to drink. And the flavors are so much more complex. So, Josh, what makes the Moa beer so exceptionally rare?
The whole philosophy behind Moa is a winemaker's spin on a beer. So it's all about structure, texture, balance, and drinkability. And I wanted to make beer be appreciated like wine, so people start talking about the terroir, talking about where the hops came from, the malt, the techniques that go into it, instead of just sort of being a quaffing sort of lager that sort of beer sort of been thrown into. I also want to bring a lot of those sort of winemaking techniques across. So obviously using wine yeast for secondary fermentation. The bottle conditioning as well is quite unique, and we actually used to make this beer in the first few years exactly like champagne. So the actual riddling and disgorging was hard work, but actually leaving the yeast in there now gives the beer a lot longer shelf life, and that natural carbonation. You get that lovely bead of bubbles going up through it, and it gives this lovely creaminess to the palate.
It certainly does. Wow. Well, what can I say? You have totally succeeded, Scott, and saying from someone that's actually drunk quite a lot of champagne in my day. And the thing about it also is, when we talk about the carbonation, it's not like the artificially carbonated stuff has got these big harsh bubbles that are quite, that sort of hit your nose almost. But these are just so fine and lively and just
I know a lot of people do artificial carbonation. It is cheap and it's easy to do, but I think the natural carbonation, and we do have a beer in our range, Moa Original, that is artificially carbonated, but the natural carbonation is a lot better, and a lot of the bigger breweries now can actually recover the CO2 from primary to actually use that to carbonate beer up. But I think it just adds that finesse, and that's what makes champagne so great, is that finesse from the bubbles. And it's great to have that in beer also.
Yes, this certainly has that. Wow, well that's fantastic. So fine wine ingredients in a beer and the taste is just amazing. Well done, Josh. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers. Yeah, thank you.